To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
Top Republican financial officers from 21 states have urged the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to determine if Chinese companies on U.S. stock exchanges should be delisted for failing to protect American investors. The officers on the 20th of May asked SEC Chair Paul Atkins to investigate the companies because of Chinese policies that create an environment of opaqueness that is antithetical to the reporting requirements of U.S. laws. China's actions create an environment ripe for fraud and abuse, increasing the likelihood that China-based U.S.-listed companies will violate the disclosure, auditing or anti-fraud provisions of the Securities Exchange Act, the officers from states including Pennsylvania, South Carolina, and Arizona said in the letter obtained by the Financial Times. India has emerged as the top stock market pick in Asia by wealth fund managers, who view the country as a potential beneficiary of global supply chain shifts driven by US-China trade tensions, despite its unresolved trade talks with Washington and ongoing frictions with Pakistan. About 42% of fund managers have an overweight position on Indian equities, ahead of Japan at 39% and China at just 6%, according to a survey released by Bank of America Securities on the 13th of May. The report gathered insights from 109 panelists managing a combined $234 billion in assets, who responded to questions by the bank between 2 to the 8th of May, before the temporary truce reached in the trade war between China and the United States earlier in the month. A recent survey by Shopee's Buy Now, Pay Later service shows that 81% of over 40,000 Malaysians use BNPL to handle financial shocks, mainly for essentials like baby formula, medical costs, repairs, and insurance. The survey shows that many Malaysians are using BNPL not for luxury purchases but to manage cash flow, bridge finances until payday, or cover emergencies. The findings also highlight a worrying trend. 59% say credit is essential for daily necessities, while 55% of users have no access to credit outside of BNPL. Many users also want Pay Later to be accepted at more places, especially for medical services, groceries, and household essentials. The Employees Provident Fund's external fund managers brought in a record 24% of the Provident Fund's total investment income of 74.46 billion ringgit in 2024. EPF Chairman Tan Sri Mohammed Zuki Ali said the strong performance highlighted the teamwork between EPF and its external fund managers. Despite market challenges, they delivered long-term value. He also emphasized EPF's focus on innovation through AI and automation, along with prioritizing environmental, social, and governance factors to ensure sustainable growth. EPF awarded 12 top-performing external fund managers. Nomura Asset Management won Best External and Global Equity Fund Manager. BNP Paribas Asset Management Malaysia took Best Equity Return on Investment, while its Sharia unit won Best Domestic Equity Fund Manager. Franklin Templeton won Best Domestic Equity Fund Manager. Nomura Islamic Asset Management won Best Fixed Income ROI. Wall Street struggled to regain confidence in the wake of a Treasury sell-off that shook markets amid fiscal concerns, with stocks dropping in the last stretch of U.S. trading. Bonds and the dollar rose. After a brief pause in equity selling, the S&P 500 lost steam to finish lower for a third consecutive day. That's the longest slide since the 8th of April, when the gauge closed on the brink of a bear market. While the cohort of big techs outperformed, a decline in Apple Incorporated late in the session soured the mood. That's even as long-term government bonds rebounded, with 30-year yields falling after approaching levels last seen in 2007. Watch the latest episode of Coffee Talk to find out about what is going on in the industry, exclusively on FIMM's official YouTube channel. Read the latest issue of the e-Zine available at FIMM's official website to stay updated about what's going on in the industry.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.